Hello everyone, welcome back. In my last video, we saw that the determinations is recalculating the total price and it was updated in the transactional buffer. But our front end screen was showing still the older value. To see the newer value, I have to refresh the screen. But my requirement is that whenever I change the booking fee or flight price or booking supplement price, any one of them, then total price field, not only it should update in the transactional buffer and the front end screen also, it should be automatically updated without the refresh. For doing that, I have to implement the side effect. So first we will understand what is the side effects. The side effects, as I told you, it will reload the screen based on the some condition. Not when it reload the screen, it will not reload entire screen. It reload the sum of the field values. It reload the sum of the operations are enabled or disabled, or based on the what is the current status in the our transactional buffer or database. The same thing should be appear in the front end as well. But in the real time, without the side effects, whenever we are working with SAP Fiori UI, it's not doesn't necessary that trigger a reload of the all related properties after every user input. In this case, whenever we are updating booking fee, the reload of the total price should happen. It should reload the value of the total price, but it is not happening. It's a real time scenario in the Fiori. To overcome this, we have to implement side effect. Side effect, what it will do, based on the trigger condition, it will reload some of the fields. Reload means reload the screen. The value, what is the reload the screens for the sum of the fields or some of the operations, or it will reload the messages as well on the screen. And one more important thing, this particular side effects only available after the SAP S4 HANA version 2302. It is available on the SAP BTP environment as well, and on-premise system as well, or on cloud as well. But your S4 HANA version should be 2302 and above. And for this side effects, we no need to write any code. No, we no need to implement any code in the behavior definition pool, but we have to define this side effect in the behavior definition language. We have to define those side effects. We no need to write any code in the behavior pool. Once you define this side effect, automatically annotations will be generated in the OData file, and whenever we work with this Fiori application, those side effects work and it will reload the screen automatically based on the trigger condition. As I told you, side effects have two parts. One is the triggering condition, second is the target. What target you have, what you want to reload on the screen, what is the best when you should reload, that you will define in the triggering condition, and what all are the fields you want to reload or what all are the operation you want to reload, that you will define in the target condition. Your triggering condition can be filled. Whenever you change some field, then you want to reload the fields or you want to reload the screen. Your triggering condition can be entire entity, means you are doing on that entity create, update, delete operation. Whenever this is happening, then you have to trigger the targets. Or your triggering condition can be actions as well. When you trigger these actions, then you want to do the reload of your screen. Or it can be the validations as well, or you want to not validation, it can be the determine actions as well. So determine actions we will discuss in detail along with the validation, then you will understand the better. Second thing, the targets. These are the triggering conditions. So these are the triggering condition. One field got changed and entity got changed, or you have actions, or you have some shorts determine actions. Whenever these conditions are satisfying, then you have to trigger some target. Now what is the target? Target can be the field you want to reload the value of that particular field, or you want to reload the multiple fields, or you want to reload the permissions, or you want to reload the entire entity fields, or you entire entity itself, or you want to reload the associated entity or messages. We will discuss in detail one by one. First field, can be, for example, in our case, we need the field. Based on the booking fee, I want to reload the total price field value, whatever it is available in the transactional buffer and database, because currently it is not displaying correctly, so I want to reload that particular value. And that can be the scenario, some action trigger for based on actions we modified the entire entity and that is not reflecting in front end correctly. I want to reload entirely all the fields. That also I can do a star, and that might be the case based on this entity, another entity field I want to reload. For in our case, suppose flight price which is available in the booking entity, whenever it is getting changed, I want to update the total price of the travel entity, that is associated entity. So I want to change the associated entity field, then I have to use underscore association underscore travel dot total price field should be target, and source field should be the booking entity flight price field. So like that, it can be that source and target. Source, based on that, the side effect will trigger, and target, which field will be reloaded. And the permissions also can be target. Means permissions means, as you know, this authorizations and feature control. Based on the authorization and feature control, the UI fields are the enabled and disabled. So that is the reason I want that particular field related, all are the authorization, that particular field related or particular actions related or operation related, all the authorization and side effect whatever we have, based on that we already have the data in the transactional buffer and database, but it is not reflecting currently those operations in the front end. I want to reload those permissions again. So for example, real-time example we have seen in my manage scenario, based on the status of the travel entity, if it is rejected, we were disabling the creation of the booking. If your travel is rejected, I don't want to create any further booking. As soon as I change that, flip that from the reject to accept, then that create should automatically enable, but it was not happening as soon as I change. For doing that, I have to reload the screen, I have to refresh the screen, then the create button got enabled again. But I don't want to do refresh. As soon as I change, that time it will automatically reload should happen and that create button should be enabled. So for that purpose, we can use this permissions as well. Permissions on create associated entity. So create associated entity, it will automatically, as soon as I change the update, the source will be the my status field and target will be the create operations of the my associated entity. Because we are using that feature control, the permissions will applicable wherever we have the feature control and authorization. We were enabling and disabling inside the feature control based on that status. We were using some feature control, and due to the feature control, the screen fields can be enabled and disabled. But in the front end, if you want to see that effect, then we have to use, along with the feature control, we have to use the side effect also. Then a field over permissions which is related to feature control and authorization, that also over. I want to reload entire entity itself. Based on some field code says I want to reload all the entire entity related fields and operation. I want to reload, that also you can do. You have to use $self, that's it. Or you want to reload the entire associated entity, some associated entity field or entire associated entity I want to reload, that also you can do. Reload means it's all the field will be reloaded, the values which is available currently in the transactional buffer and what all are the permission on that particular entity, those also will be reloaded. And I want to reload the messages which is not currently showing correct. Whenever I change this particular field, then the messages related to this particular fields which is available in the result in my backend, but it is not showing properly in front end, I want to reload that particular messages, that also I can use the reload. This is very helpful during the draft along with the validations we are doing, that we will discuss. As I told you, validations and the determine actions and the messages, how these are interlinked, that we will discuss in my upcoming video when we do some of the validations during the draft scenario. The draft, basically, in the draft scenario, it's very important to have the side effects. In the non-draft scenario, currently we are facing the issue. When we convert the draft, then we will face these kind of more issues, reload screens, because we are frequently updating the draft table. That time we will have more issues. So that also we have to resolve using this particular draft, using this particular side effects. Now we define the source, we have defined the target. Some of the things I want to mention: if you have the source field, based on this particular source field, you want to reload the multiple targets, or you want to reload the action buttons and all that, you can do this using the multiple targets can be affected based on the one source. And if you want to define the multiple fields, you can use the parenthesis, or multiple actions, you can use the parenthesis as well. So these are the things we can use the multiple things in the target, and we can use the parenthesis to combine the fields, associated field or permission. So these are the some of the things we have to make sure when we define the side effect. Side effects, one thing, make sure it will only impact on UI, nothing will happen in backend. So somebody say update the field. No, we are not updating the fields, updating the field values. It's just reload the fields, whatever it is available in backend, reload those values in the front end, which is not currently displaying properly. That we will see real time also in the practical part. Some of the restrictions are there. For static actions, we can't define the side effect. Using the additional static must not be used as a side effect trigger, or nor is a side effect target. We should not use these things as whenever you are defining static actions, we should not use those actions as a side effect source and target. These are the limitations. And another limitations, you have some source as a dollar self, you should not define target as a dollar self. You change something, this particular create update entity, I want to reload, obviously it reloaded automatically, we don't need to define those things. But these are the limitations, we can't use dollar self as a source and target as a dollar self. These are the some limitations we have to make sure. So this is, I have a screenshot. Side effects, whenever we are defining the behavior definitions, this is basically syntax. You have to use one time only side effects, and all the side effects you have to define in the this curly braces with the column separated list. So for example, in our case, we have to define whenever the booking fee gets changed, then that same entity total price field should be affected. So that is the side effect I want to implement. Apart from this determine actions also there. This is related to the validations, I will explain in along with the validation this. And this is another kind of validation, it will reload the messages of this particular validations. That also we'll see in my validation part of this particular draft application. Now, oh, most important thing, when you use to this particular side effect in your projection view, then what you have to make sure, you have to use side effect keyword one time only in the header level, not in the body of that particular your projection behavior definition. Then it will reuse all the side effects from your base view. One more important thing, some of the fields are not available, some of the operations are not available on the projections, then those filters will be automatically filtered by your framework, and only applicable side effects will be valid for that particular projection. So you no need to worry, that will be done by the framework. So without wasting the time, let's jump into the system and we will see how the side effects are working. Let's preview the application and see without side effect how our application is working. So let me select my service binding and select my travel entity. Click on preview button. It got previewed. Click me on go button and select any of one of the travel, which is existing travel. Edit this particular entity and change here. Currently we can see 3730. Let me change 11 to 21. So I increase the 10. So ideally it will go 3723 instead of 13, because we have increased 10, it should increase 10 here as well. Let me click on save button. Still I can see 713. Let me refresh and see the data is updated or not. Yeah, now it is updated. But without refresh, I want to update this data. Currently, I have to refresh. Once I update the booking fee, I have to refresh the page, then only I can see the updated value of the total price. But that is not the right. If user will not refresh and continuously working on that, then he will be having always wrong value of the total price. That is not correct. So let's implement the side effect. To implement the side effect, we have to go to the behavior definition, and let's me define one of the side effects here. So side effect, and we have to define the source fields. So we have to tell that in this case field, we have to define which field is the source field. In this case, the booking fee is the source field. So let is the booking fee, and then affected, it will affects the target. We have to define the target. Affected field will be the, you can do control space, we have to give the target field. In this case, the total price will be the target field, and we can close this particular action. And before that, let me close with semicolon. I'm getting the error, and let me do activate this one, control F3. We have implemented the side effect, but it will not work because we have defined side effect only in the behavior definition, base behavior definitions. To work that side effects, we have to define in my projection view as well. So projection view also we have to define one time only. So that we have to define at the header level, and we have to use keyword. You can do the side effects. So what all are the defined side effects in your base definition? It will be used here. Suppose in this case we have the field. Suppose we define the side effects for the sum of the action, which is not available here, then automatically those side effects will be filtered out here. We no need to worry, that framework will take care. So let me activate this as well, control F3. We activated this also, control F3. Let me go to the my service binding and preview once again. It will reload the data, and we will click on go button. Again we will try to modify the booking fee and see the side effects are working or not. So let me select again same entity or different entity, any entity, that is fine. So here you can see currently value is 30 and the total price is 7,434.66. So in this case, let me edit this one. If I do 40, then it should become 7,444 instead of 434. So let me increase by 10 and save. Click on save button. You noticed this time we didn't reloaded the script, and this total price updated automatically. So this is the use of the side effect. We no need to reload. What all are the impacted field will be automatically reloaded if you define side effect for those particular fields. In my last video, we have defined the determination for the only travel entity. We didn't define any determination for the booking and booking supplement. Just quickly define the booking and booking supplement determinations as well. I will not take much time because we know the determination concept, we know the side effect concept. Just the sake of completing this application, I'm just quickly copy pasting that code. So don't because I can write line by line code, but it will take too much time. So let me define the determination for the booking entity. So let me go to my booking entity. We have this booking entity. We didn't define any determination for booking entity. As I told you in my previous video, booking entity, we will be needing this T determination. One for the setting the initial booking ID number. Second for the setting the booking date as a today's date. And third for the calculate total price for the whenever the flight price gets changed, then we have to update the total price as well. and these two will trigger on save, because we don't want that user should interact, or this anyway these two fields should be read only as well. So let me make these two field control C as a read only. So let me define this field as a read only, because I don't want user should change this field, and I want whenever, what is that, set booking number, no, sorry, booking number should be the, I think, control space, booking ID should be the read only, and booking date should be read only. Name is different, let me change the name. Booking date should be read only. I want to update these two field on save. A user should not update these two fields. And calculate total price, obviously it will trigger the internal action and update the total price field based on this flight, whenever the flight price will change, or when you are creating the new booking ID. So this is how three determinations should work. Let me do control F3, but one error we will get, that we have to define the class. We didn't define any class, behavior pool class for our booking entity. As I told you, we should always define separate class for the each and every entity, or you can do one class at the header level, but that is not the recommended approach. Always for each entity you should have separate class. Let me define quickly that one line code only. Control C and control V, and once we define, we have to do control 1, create the behavior pool class. Obviously I want to create the behavior pool class for the booking entity. So the opened behavior definition is not active. Let me activate first this one, control F3. Let me do control 1, create behavior definition for this particular behavior pool class for my booking entity. Let me see booking entity, let me write like booking entity. So let me click on next button, select appropriate TR and click on finish button. It will create one behavior pool class for my booking entity. And since we just now defined these three determinations, so that is the reason these three methods are available. Now we have to implement this also. Before doing that, just quickly do the same thing for booking supplement as well. So for this, let me first define this determinations. Will not take much time. And once I define this determination, I have to make sure my booking supplement ID should be read only, because I will be internally calculating on save and calculate total price work ages, and I should have one class as well, that should be Z class. Control C. This already I have explained in my previous video, so I'm not explaining line by line again. So implementing in class for booking supplement also, we will be gonna creating one class. Before that we have to activate, click on control 1, control 1, create behavior full class for booking supplement entity. So like that we have to create. Click on next button and click on finish button. Select appropriate TR. So this will be the third behavior pool where we will be writing the code related to the booking supplement. So these two determine actions automatically created. Let me activate this also, control F3. If I forgot to activate this also, let me activate control F3. Now we will quickly implement these three determinations, and we will see the side effects for the booking calculate total price also. We will implement the we will be needing the for calculate total price side effect in the booking and booking supplement as well. Let's implement our first determination called the set booking number. Let me click on control click. In this set booking number method, what we will do, if you see the importing and exporting parameter of this particular booking number, it is giving us keys and we have reported structure. where we can pass our modified field. In the keys, I can see only we have the booking ID field. So we want to get our newly created booking, what is the ID number. For that, what I want, for that booking UUID, what is the travel ID? For that travel ID, what all are the booking IDs, which is already created either in the transactional buffer or in the database. And for that, what is the existing max booking ID? After getting that max booking ID, I will put +1 and I will give you the new number to this particular set booking number, and I can set the new booking ID, that particular booking number. So you are getting my point. As of now, since it is triggering from the booking entity, we will be having the key field of the booking ID, booking UUID. For that booking UUID, what is the travel UUID I will get, and for that travel UUID, how many bookings already available. For that, what is the maximum number, +1 I will get, and that I will send back to calc, and I will update that particular number to new booking ID. And next booking ID we will create, then we will do the same process. So let's implement that thing. I already have the code. I will try to explain quickly this code. So let me copy this one, Control C. It's very simple code, nothing much is there, because only the read statement, if you know, in the BDL, it's there, that's it, nothing else. So what I am doing here, let me explain quickly. First, since as I told you, if you do F2 here, we have the booking ID number. What is booking UUID number in the key fields? For those booking UUID number, I want the travel UUID number. So that is the reason, using this keys booking UUID numbers, I read this particular travel entity, or we can say travel BO. In local mode we have to do, obviously we are reading the locally. I want to read the booking ID with the association. So I will get for this booking what is the travel. So that is the reason I read entity by association I have used, and I got the travel UUID, and I pass the booking UUID in my keys field. In keys field, if you do F2, we have already booking UUID. Those all booking UUID I have passed. For those booking UUID, what is the travel UUID? Currently I will get only one booking ID when we are interacting with the Fiori. Then for that booking UUID, what is the travel UUID I have, that I will get. And for that travel UUID, I want to get what all are the bookings are there. So current implementation done in that way, that if you pass the multiple booking UUID, it will work. But in that is the reason we have to use the loop. So we can get the multiple travel also, but when you interact with the Fiori, you will get the one travel only, but you can get the multiple travel also. And in this one travel, for this particular travel, how many bookings are there I want to get. First, for that booking ID, what is the travel, and for that travel, how many bookings are there. And for existing booking, what is the max number I want to get. So I read this particular travel by association, again booking. This time I am reading by association booking. I got all the bookings in the LT bookings. I loop through these bookings. I set this LV max booking ID to the 0 number. Then one by one, I read that wherever what is the max currently booking ID is available in the database or transactional buffer, you can say. And once I got this max travel ID, again I loop through the booking where the booking ID is not assigned yet, and I have assigned the booking number as the next number, and I updated that entry in the LT booking update, which I have declared here, LT booking update, because using that I will write the modify statement. And at last I have to write the modify statement also. I didn't write that also. I have this is the modify statement, Control C, which will modify the transactional buffer along with the booking ID, because we calculated the new booking ID and that I want to modify, and I use the modify entity statement, and I want to modify the booking entity, and which field I want to modify, booking ID field, and this will be triggering during the save sequence. This is very simple code, because it's not much is there, only loop and read entity and modify entity, that's it. That is the reason I don't want to explain these all the simple thing again, except F1, Control F3. Now this is for the booking ID determination, or we can use one cleanup with the automated ABAP. It will clean the code, or you can use control. For this extension also you can install. I will show you in one of the short video how to install this extension. You can do control F4, save, shift F1. Okay, what I did, I close this one, set booking number, control S, control F3, shift F1, and let me use the code cleaner, control 4, not control F4. It will clean your code. So now you can see it looks pretty. Control F3. It's advanced version of, you can say, pretty printer. So it's good, better now, and it looks better now. Control F3. Now what I will do, I will update the booking date also. It's very simple. I have to get the current date and update the booking date during the same. So this is also I have already code. It's a very simple code again. It's not much is there. Control C. I would have explained line by line, but it will take too much time again. Very simple. Again, we will be having the booking UID key field in the determinations. Based on this booking UID, I read the booking date field for this particular booking ID, and if its booking date is already assigned, I don't want to consider those fields further, so I deleted those entry. And if LT booking is initial, I will come out from this particular table, and what I will do here, I will loop through this booking where the booking ID, booking date is not assigned, and we will use, instead of side item in the ABAP on client, we should use CL ABAP context info class to get the current date or current username, current language, whatever you want to get. This is the very important class. If you are working in ABAP cloud, we should not use side item, side this system variable we should not use. Instead of that, we have to use CL ABAP context info class. That's a very important thing. And again, once we got updated the booking date in this internal table, I use this internal table to update the transactional buffer, that particular booking date, and booking date will be the saved in the database because it is called during the save sequence. This determination is called during the save sequence, and after that the save modify save sequence will trigger, and this data will be, booking date will be saved along with the other dates. So let me activate this also. Very simple code, read and modify statement, nothing else is there. And the last thing, calculate total price. Again, we have to call the action, which is the pending action. Very simple action we have to call. Control C, which we have already defined. Internal action. Control V. So we have to read again based on the keys all the travel, because this calculate total price, if you do F2, we will be having booking ID. So we want for this booking, what all are the travel IDs are there. So for that, I got the travel UID, I read this booking entity by association and got the old travel UID, and those travel ID we pass in this particular execute action recalculate total price, because this is having importing parameter as a total importing parameter is a travel IDs, not the booking IDs. So that is the reason I have to read for this particular booking UID what is the travel UID, and those travel UID I have to pass in this particular action, then only it will work. Otherwise, if I pass booking UID, it will not work. Basically, in this section, what we have written for that travel UID, what all are the booking fee, and what all are the bookings are there for those bookings, what is the flight price, what all are the booking supplements are there for those booking supplements, what is the booking supplement price. We are adding up those, or we are getting in one table, adding up those after the currency conversion and putting in the total price. So that we already explained in my previous video. I'm just calling this particular internal action here. So this thing we have done, control F3, and let's see how it is working or not, this when we are creating this particular booking supplement. So what I can do, let's preview this application. For that, let me do control F3. If it's not activated here, let me do control F3. Let me go to my service binding and quickly preview again. Previous preview I can close, where we were checking the side effects, because we wrote a lot of new code, and we have to put breakpoint also. I forgot to put breakpoint. Let's go to last modify locations. Let me put breakpoint everywhere which newly created, and we have to enable skip all breakpoint button because I don't want to skip now. I want to see all the breakpoints. Let me double click here. Now the breakpoint is there. Let me go again to the service binding and click one more time in the preview button. And let me see if it is breakpoint is proper. All the three methods are there in the booking method. Read entities here. Here we have, and here we have. So let me go again, click on go button. This time we will create the booking supplements. We have already some of the booking supplements here. Let me create one more booking supplement here. Click on create button. Booking number is disabled and booking date is also disabled because we are calculating internally. Let me pass the customer ID. The customer I can pass, airline ID I can pass. Please select a value from the value help. I am selecting the value from the value help only. Let me select the flight number. Flight. Okay, now it is fine. Let me, currently the flight price came automatically. You can see 1911 based on this flight we have selected. And let me select booking status is new and click on create button. Booking number should generate, booking date should generate, and this amount 1911 should be added into the our total amount. Let's click on create button. Ideally breakpoint should trigger. The breakpoint got triggered. First method got triggered the calculate total price. Why? Because this is the determination on modify, not on save. So as I told you, we have the key field here, booking UID, not the travel UID. For this booking UID, I have to get the travel UID. So let me do F6 and get the travel UID. So I got the travel UID and other travel detail here, but I need only travel UID. So that is the reason I got the travel UID from the transactional buffer. And now I am calling this internal recalculate total price, where I am passing the travel UID. Let me do F5. It will call the internal action which we have implemented in my previous videos. So in this say, first I am getting the for the travel UID, what is the booking fee and currency code. So I got all the booking fee data and the currency code data you can see here. And then I'm getting I updated in the LT amount per currency code that data. Same way I did for I read all the booking entity for that particular travel. And for those booking also I updated that amount in this particular LT amount per currency code table. So you can see now number of entries I'm collecting all the amounts basically in the LT amount per currency code table. Collecting means it will keep on add. But same thing I am doing here for the booking supplement amount as well. And once everything is done, if currency code is different, then it will do the currency conversion, but currently currency code is not different, so it will update. Now total price got recalculated 9347. You can go to the little bit behind for that particular video and see what was the previous total price. Definitely it will got increase. I don't remember, but it got increase. So let me put breakpoint. Let me do F8. So you can see the LT travel. Now we have the newly total price will be this one, and booking fee is the 40, and new total price is this one. So let me do F8. Now it will trigger again total price is triggering. Why? We do F8. Okay. Now it got triggered the set booking number, but I'm not sure why again total price got triggered. I have to check one more time. And booking number, why it got triggered? Because I want to set the booking number for this particular travel. So based on travel, I got the travel UID. For this travel UID, what all are the booking I want to get, and I have read from here. So in the LT booking, you can see we have already two booking, 1 and 2, and one booking ID is blank, which I have to update with 3. For that, I loop through this booking table. I got the LV max booking ID, that will be the 2. Let me double click on this one, and you can see currently 0. It added 1. So max booking ID is the 2. Now what I will do, where the booking ID is initial, which is the first entry, I will add one more booking in this LV max booking 003 it will become, and I will update this booking in my LT booking update, and I will modify using this LT booking update this particular booking D. So F6 it will happen, and if you see LT booking update, we have the newly modified booking ID which will be modified this particular GR booking entity, and it will be saved to the database. Let me do F8. Now the date modification will called. I think breakpoint is not there. Okay, it might be called the date modification only, but I have somehow missed. Let me see in the front end and see it is working or not. I have refreshed it, and now I can see the booking number is got updated. Date is today's date, and other thing is correct. Let me create one phase new booking, a new travel, and see how the things are working, because I can see a lot of issues I am facing during the booking ID creations. Let me click on the travel ID. Let me create one fresh travel. Select any customer, start date, end date, booking fee is 100 USD. I can give description, I can give test again, and click on create button. It will trigger the breakpoints. We have the yesterday's breakpoints. So first set status to open, it will trigger. We saw already. It will also calculate the total price again. Let me do F8, and it will set the travel ID as well. Let me do F8. So let me go to here. So new travel ID is created 4138, and status is set, and you can see total price also updated based on the booking price. These are the previous videos determinations are working. Let me create booking for this. I can see some of the value helps are not working. Let me select anything. Let me select the airline ID. Select this one. Select the flight number booking 15. Okay, now it is working like this. There is some issue in the F4 help. I will check it out in the next video and let you know, guys. But there is some issue. Let me status put as a new and click on create button. Let me come here. It will call the calculate total price, obviously. Let me do F8. It will work correctly. I know. I will show you the total price also. Let me do F8. It is calling the set booking date also. Previously it also called, but what we can say, I thought it is calling the calculate total price only, because due to that breakpoint, but it is calling the set booking date also. So it is basically, it is setting the booking, it is reading the data, deleting where the booking date is not initial. So there will be only one booking date. Booking ID is there as of now. So you can see booking date is updated is a today's date, that is 11 August. And let me modify the booking entity in the transactional buffer, and it will be saved. Let me do F8. Booking number also will be generated and it will be saved. Let me do F8. But you can see nothing is updated on this screen. But if I do, we can do the side effect for this also, to reload the screen for the booking entity whenever you are creating the new entity. Like that we can do. As of now, let me refresh the things and see my booking created or not. You can see booking is created successfully. The amount is 805. Why amount? Flight price is 805, so total price should become 905. Let me come back one step back, and you can see the total 5 is automatically updated is a 905. So this is how our determinations are working to set the booking date, booking number, and the total price for the booking. Let's quickly implement for the booking supplement as well. So let me implement for the set booking ID number. Very similar code, there is no difference, just we are getting the latest booking ID and we are updating here in the transactional buffer, and ultimately it will be updated in the database as well. So let me see here. This is again the code, very simple code and very similar code for what we did in the booking ID determination. So same way we have to determine the booking supplement ID as well. Let me explain quickly. So what we are doing here, step 1, we go a little bit up. We are reading the data since this is triggering from the booking supplement. So in the keys field, if you see, we have the booking UUID, booking supplement UUID field will be there. If you see here, booking supplement UUID field. For that booking supplement UUID, I have to get all the bookings. Once I get all the bookings, I will get the currently available max bookings supplement ID. Then I will add +1 there, and I will update the new booking supplement ID in the transactional buffer. So same thing I am doing. So I am based on the booking UUID, I got the booking ID. What is the booking ID for this particular booking UUID? So that is the reason I read by association booking for that booking as supplement. So I will get the booking for that particular booking supplement, and once I got the booking for that booking, what all are the booking supplements are there, I'm reading here. And once I got all the booking supplement, I will get the max value of the currently available in the transactional buffer booking supplement ID. Once I got that, what I will do, wherever the booking supplement ID is initial, where I have to create now, I will add +1 and I will create the new booking supplement update table, internal table, and using that table I will update the transactional buffer, and I will update this particular GR booking supplement underscore D entity in our transactional buffer with the new booking ID. Same way, we have to do the calculate total price. Here we no need to worry, just we have to call the internal action calculate total price. For that we have to pass the travel ID, because our internal action can accept only the travel ID currently, but this is the determination. It is having the key field, it will have the booking UID. For that booking UID, I will get the travel UID using the association underscore travel. Here we have to read by association but travel, because I want to get the travel UID. Once I got the travel UID, I will pass the travel UID and I will calculate for that travel ID again the total price and update in the our total price field. Let me do shift F1 and control F3. Put one breakpoint here as well. Put one breakpoint here as well. Let me do control F3 one more time. Everything is activated, and quickly test how the booking supplement ID is created successfully or not. What I will do, I just now created booking ID. I will create one booking supplement also, but for that I have to refresh the application. So my current code will work, otherwise my current code will, whatever I have created, it will not work. Let me click on create button, give some product ID and this price, product price. Now this product price also will be added into our total price, and booking supplements number should come automatically. That is the reason we have made that booking supplement number as a read only. Let me click on create button. It came here. So first you can see from booking supplement pool class, it called this particular calculate total price because it is during the modify sequence. Let me do F6 and it recalculated the total price. Obviously the total price will be recalculated and the total price we will having the new value. So no need to worry, it will work perfectly, I know. And now if you want to see also, I have one breakpoint already in the here. You can see little bit flight prices, this one, and this is the booking ID, this is the travel UID, and we have the flight price here. Let me do this one. This is the booking fee, you can see, and this is the total price we have, and we updated the total price with the 908.79. so that 3.79 got added here, you can see here. So like that it is updating. So it is coming from the booking supplement. If I can open the booking supplement internal table, if I didn't refresh, you can see we have one entry with 3.50 EUR value. So let me do F8. Now set booking ID number got triggered during the save sequence. It will get the newly created booking ID number. It will check if we have existing booking IDs or not for this particular booking, but we don't have. First I will get the booking number. We have the booking number. What is the booking number? Can you see booking UID number? This is the travel UID. Let me double click on this LT booking. So you can see this is the booking UID number we got, and for this booking UID I will try to read the all booking supplements ID in the booking supplement result. But in the booking supplement we have only one ID only, which now we have created. So you can see this one, and the booking supplement ID number is 00. So currently we don't have anything, so there will be 00 only, and it will add 1, and we will get the newly created booking supplement ID will be 01. We will be appending in this LT booking supplement update, and using this internal table we'll use the modify statement, and we will update the booking supplement ID in our transactional buffer, then our database table as well. Let me do append and come here. You can see booking supplement ID 1 created successfully, and with the price 3.50. If you come back, you can see 905. The total price is not updating, is still here. If you refresh here, because side effect we didn't implement it, 908. Now total price also got added here. Now let me do one more thing. Let's quickly implement at least for the total price side effect as well. I came to the my booking supplement, not booking entity behavior definition. Let me implement the side effect here just below the determination only, because so we have to specify field, which field you want to make sure in this flight price whenever it will get changed, then we will be having it should affect the which field, it should affect the which field. Oh, okay, I think we have to specify directly field like we did in the our travel. So we have to do in the save affect the field, we have to use the naming convention field and control space, and in this case I want to change the total price. That should come from association, so underscore you can do travel dot which field total price I want to update. Okay, semicolon and close this one. Same thing we will do for the booking supplement also. Control C. Anyway, for booking I don't know what other supplements what other side effect we have to implement, but as of now we will implement this one, shift F1. But in this, instead of flight price we will be having the supplement price. Shift F2, shift F1, control F3. It got activated. Let's refresh my application. We will create the booking supplement quickly and see that total price should update automatically. Now currently you can see 907 point something is there. Okay, I have refreshed, 908.79 is there. Now let me go to my booking. I will update directly. I will create directly one booking supplement. Create. Let me get some product which is having higher price. I can take the 20, so it will increase by 20 UR. Let me click on create button, and I don't want to trigger the breakpoint, so let me disable all the breakpoints. Click on create button. Create it successfully. Let me come back. One more. You can see 905 is the flight price, 805 is the flight price, but 930.46 it got automatically updated the total price. Let me create one more to see it is updating correctly or not. Let me refresh. Again, total price I forgot to show you. It will not take much time. So 930 is there. We will create one more booking supplement. Create one more with the price 20. Okay, 20 is there somewhere. We already created with 20, so let me add this time 15. Let me create, click on create. Instead of 950, let me come one step back. So you can see 945 because we added 15 only, not 50. So that is the reason it is automatically updated 946. Without side effect, it was not updating. I have implemented for the booking supplement also, but I will be not able to show. Let me try to create and see what it is updating or not, total price at least. Here F4 help is not working properly. I need to see. I will check it out in next video and show you why it is not working. Okay. There is some issue. I know why. I don't know what is the issue exactly. Something. Okay. There is some issue. I will check it out. So it should add 3000 value automatically without refresh. Booking status is new. Let me click on create. Anyway, here it is not working, but let me go one step back. So you can see the total price updated automatically. Ideally, it should update this screen also automatically, but it's not updating automatically. We can implement the side effect for this also if we want. But as of now, I don't want to implement. With that, I think today we did a lot of things. We implemented the determination. We saw the side effect concept for travel ID. I just want to make the proper application. Whatever the error we are getting during the F4 help, I will try to resolve that also. In this video, we have learned about the side effects. Along with, we implemented some of the determinations pending for the booking and booking supplement, and we saw a little bit side effects also. Some of the things are not working. I will try to fix, and I will show you in the next video as well. And I think our next video or upcoming video topic will be the validations, and along with the validation, how we can use the side effects. That also we will see. And that was the last. Then we will start converting this particular application in the draft applications. Before going to those videos, please like this video, share these videos with others as well, and subscribe this channel. With that, thank you and happy learning.